picture?
Yeah. You want to just stand in front?
Yeah. Or should I stand in the back?
No, stand in the front. Get everybody stand up. Guys, we're going to do a picture with Coach in the front. If everybody can stand. Right here, Coach. Yeah. You can. You can do whatever you want, man. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see. Look at that crowd. All right, we ready? You got everybody? Oh, there we go. All right, here we go. Sweet. Thank you all.
How are you? All right, guys, welcome. I'll just start by saying I'm super excited about today. I have a good sense of, if there's anything I have a sense of, it's the sacrifices that everybody in this sport makes to have the blessing of doing what we do, and especially the sacrifices our families make. And I know what it's like to be gone from my family multiple or all the nights of the week. And so I'm glad everyone can be here. Welcome. I'm super excited to have everybody here. And if you're willing, I would love to only have questions from family members today. So if you want to whisper the question, then I'm happy to answer, and I'll take all questions, but I'll double gold star for family members that ask questions. Deb, you got it? Will you say your name? Excellent question. Tell me your name. Enoch. Nice job. Your dad does a great job covering this whole sport. Did you know that? He does a great job. Your uncle. There you go. Your uncle does a great job. So listen, Jake, you say Jaden Quintz or Jaden Lowe? Or both? So J-Lo is going to be in a little bit of practice today, a little bit of non-contact practice. We're taking him, we're being really careful with him so he can be fully healthy when we start the season. And then JQ is, the thing I'm excited about is every time I look out of my office window, twice a day, 3 times a day, I see him down on the court in a full sweat. He's still a little bit of ways, but he's doing great. I wish you guys could have all been in the gym yesterday. If you can corner Randy Towner, please do, because one of the conditioning sessions that Randy is doing with JQ right now is he's doing some boxing workouts where Randy has the gloves, and it was so incredible to watch JQ just chase him from one side of the court to the other, and Randy, sheer terror on his face. Hands swollen today, so JQ's doing really good. Yes? I cannot wait for this game tomorrow. Tomorrow we play the Georgetown Hoyas. Their coach, what's your name? Meg? That's a great question, Meg. The Georgetown Hoyas, one of the great programs in college basketball. Have one of the best coaches in Coach Ed Cooley, who does an unbelievable job. Tough team, hard fought, really skilled, bunch of guys that can make shots. It's going to be a big-time game in Rupp Arena tomorrow. I'm really excited about this game. Yes? Excellent question. Tell me your name. Nicole. Thank you. It is, so what we're doing in the preseason is we're trying to do scouts where we don't want to lose the progress of our team. The most important thing is us getting better. But working hard to win games is an unbelievable vehicle for us to also get better. So kind of like the Purdue scout, we're taking a deep dive into the teams and then just cherry picking little slices of the scout that fit with our team's progression right now. And that's kind of how we're rolling with this. So it's not a full-on intensive scout that's going to take us away from our team's progress, but we're using it in the ways that we can right now to make us better. And this is a terrific team, a really, really tough, gritty team. And so they're going to challenge us in some ways that are incredibly useful for us right now as we try and prep for the season. Yeah. Okay, first of all, congratulations, right? This is a newborn as of like 3 or 4 months. Yep, congrats. That's awesome. So happy for you. And you know what? There's something coaches and media members alike know, and that's this idea of being on the road and having a race home for this. So that's incredible. What a great story. I'll be honest with you. I don't even, today's the 29th. Halloween is in 2 days. I hadn't thought about that until you asked the question. The girls have traditionally gone super casual. They just end up wearing a jersey. That's been the family tradition, so we'll see if that continues this year. Yes.
Yes, whenever I was watching the Purdue game the other night, have you ever coached a team that made the players as speed as this defense can come?
Yeah, I haven't coached a team this deep before. It's one of the challenges that we're really excited about this year is, and one of the, I mean, it's a rich person's problem, right? We're really blessed in the sense of having such an incredibly deep team and trying to fit these guys together. But man, we feel like we have some speed, some mobility, some toughness. What I was really excited about in the Purdue game, I was afraid that we were going to feel small in the game, especially our front line, because Purdue's front line is so veteran and so physical. And at least in that one game, I didn't feel like we were small. That made me feel really good.
And also, when you put your second team in, you realize that they scored early points and double that, 68 points.
Yeah. Yeah. We have, we're really blessed, and I don't know what the second team looks like, actually. I really don't. One of the fun complications we're going to have this season is we usually kind of have some semblance of a first group, second group on the floor where we can get specific about our play calling. So sometimes, like, our starting unit will have a whole different play call sheet than kind of the unit that ends up playing some of that middle of the game minutes. And now we're going every play with every single person, every single group on the team, because it's just, I think we're going to have enough movement that it's going to keep it really fun.
How did you turn the Purdue game into a teaching moment?
Yeah, so we love to cherry pick what we do well and confirm that. So there were a lot of great teaching moments in it. One, I was really proud of us on the glass in terms of our measurable effort. So we were a 90% wedge and a 91% hit and go get. And that's a real tribute to what our guys have worked on over the last 15 weeks or so. And so I was really proud of that and happy for our guys. And so we spent a lot of time talking about that. I felt like we leaned into us. So we spent a lot of time looking at the clips where even though the possession might have been messy on the offensive side, we kind of fixed it eventually by doing something that was in our personality. We spent a lot of time talking about that. We talked about contesting shots where we had success and where we didn't. Our contest 100 numbers weren't great. It was 68%. A lot of that was because of fouling. So, that part we're still working on is a work in progress, but kind of just going through the things, really emphasizing the things we did well and giving context for the places where we can grow. Oh, hi. Ooh. The best part about being a basketball coach is being able to be with your moms and dads in these media press conferences. It's one of the really nice things. I think the best part about being the basketball coach here at Kentucky is the fact that we all do this together. The good days, the bad days, the times where I'm good and the times where I stink as a head coach, we all get to do it together. It's pretty great. Thank you for asking that question. What's your name? Sage. That's a beautiful name. Right here. Yeah. I rely on her so much. We're blessed to have, hopefully we're all blessed to have just a couple people in our circle that tell us the truth all the time, no matter how painful it might be. And Lee is, she's an incredible advisor, and she's an unbelievable sounding board. And she also, brings a perspective to my life that's incredible. She also is, she is the best person I know about teaching me how to love people and share with people and take care of people, and that's the most important part of this job. She develops incredible relationships with these players and with their families, and so the communication lines there are really important. And she's has a high X and O acumen where she crushes me a lot.
Coach,
Yeah,
I told my son he could skip school to come here today.
Go.
So he was in.
yeah,
And I let him know that you and I are about the same age.
Yeah.
Went to school here
Yeah.
at the same time. And he told me I looked a lot older.
well, yeah.
But his question is, has it been overwhelming? Has there been a day where you love being a Kentucky coach, but my gosh, it's like I need to punch out for an hour just to be by myself?
Well, I do think that those moments where we can find quiet are really important. I think it's important for my players. One of the things we do at every single shoot around, so tomorrow at shoot around, and I know it's just a tiny little thing, but at the end of the shoot around, we have 5 minutes where the gym has to be completely silent. Nobody's allowed to say a word. And so just stealing these little moments where it's quiet is important. But I also remind myself that, and every stage of life, I've been really blessed to have had so many experiences where a part of my life ends in a moment. And so now, as an old person, I want to breathe in every single second. I know I only get to be the head coach at the University of Kentucky for a while, and so I am not leaving anything on the table here. Like, we all get a chance to serve in different capacities throughout our life, and there's only little windows where we get to do it. We only get to be in high school for 4 years, or for some people like me, maybe 5 or 6 or 7 years, but you only get to do it for 4 years. And so it's super stressful, and it's hard, and it's confusing, and it's frustrating, and it's scary, and you feel uncomfortable walking down the halls of your high school and all those things. But you only get to do it for 4 years, and then it's over. And so it's just soaking up every single second, right? Giving your whole heart and soul to it. I think it's a beautiful way to live, because you know it's coming to an end. And if you do that, then you don't have any regrets. And it's actually a beautiful way to live life. Thanks.
Coach, as someone who grew up here in the state, how do you convey how important it is to go out in the state and connect to the folks that are not from here,
Yeah.
like the players that are not from here? I know growing up here, like, this is a huge moment for me.
Yeah.
For you guys go out and do visits with the players, how do you convey how much that means to folks, like the celebrities, that kind of thing?
I'll tell you what's great about this place is I don't have to talk that much. I just have to connect. So my guys are out in the community a lot on purpose, finding chances to serve, because that actually helps us win, and it actually fulfills a higher purpose also. And so it's not me that teaches our guys what Kentucky basketball means and what this Commonwealth is and what this community is. It's actually this community and this Commonwealth. And so I could give you 100 examples, but one example is we went and spent some time in London, and we did a lunch of people. It was Shep and his organization put it together, and it was just families that had lost homes and in some cases lost loved ones and had miraculous stories. And so my guys got to sit there and listen to these stories of the people in Kentucky and then witness how they were rallying around each other, and that says everything that they need to know. And so when you hear my guys talk about this Kentucky on their chest and walking in a up and want to play for the people that are in the upper deck just as much as the people in the lower deck, those aren't hollow words. They're actually seeing it more and more every day and learning it. And what a shame if they missed that. What a fail for me if they were here at the University of Kentucky and they missed the one thing that sets Kentucky apart from everyone else. So it's a beautiful process. It's an incredible gift to my guys, and they're taking advantage of understanding it.
And Coach,
Couldn't have been prouder. Everybody kind of leaned in. I've talked about Jasper extensively. I've talked about Colin Chandler and his incredible performance in a night when, maybe most of the stats didn't say that. Trent Noah is just solid. He just is. These return. I'm sorry, I got onto returners. Malachi Moreno was just. I'll be honest with you. I was wondering how Malachi was going to be. I was wondering if when we played in the TBT game a couple weeks into the summer, Malachi's head was spinning a little bit like it's supposed to as a freshman. That's the way it's supposed to be as a freshman big. And he had some turnovers and some awkward plays. And so I expected that from him, especially walking into the gym the first time on his birthday against a great front line. And he didn't skip a beat. He was just on it. And BH, played sparingly, but is such an important part of this team and is going to be an incredible player here at Kentucky and then go on to be a great pro. Those guys were really impressive.
What made you decide to host this event
It's kind of what I said in the beginning. Thank you for the question. Tell me your name. Meredith. We all make sacrifices to do this. We all make sacrifices to make this product that brings us all together. And I appreciate that maybe more deeply than you would understand, in the sense of there's something about our husbands and wives being gone from 4 o'clock in the afternoon until midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. It just is a weird time to be gone, and that's a big sacrifice. And so I just that's a sacrifice we all make. And sometimes we're on opposite sides of the deal, right? But that's a sacrifice we all make, and all of us are serving this game and serving the state really well, and I appreciate this crew. And so I'm just happy to have families here. I think it's important. I think family is the most important thing. I think that this world is actually a way better place the more stable families are, and families are incredibly complicated, and all those things are really true, but it's important. And so, this is fun. I actually love it. And because you guys are here, I don't have to have the same old questions from everybody else. Thanks. Yeah.
So some of us aren't blessed with a good hairline. Since you've been in Kentucky,
Yeah.
some of us don't.
That looks good. Yeah, that looks good.
Wondering, why do you choose to do that?
So, I think decision fatigue is real, actually. At least it is for me. And so, as ridiculous as it is, I just do it. So, one, because I don't have to look in the mirror too much, because sometimes looking in the mirror can be depressing for me. And two is because it just makes my life super simple. I don't have to go anywhere to get my hair cut. I do it myself. It takes me like 3 minutes, and it's fantastic. And I'm happy to cut up anybody in here that wants it. But I do think that I think we're in a process of trying to limit the decisions that we make, because I think decision fatigue is real, and we're going to try and save them for the really big ones. Yeah.
So I really liked the deadline
Yeah. Hey, well, you know what? I'm about to get in big trouble. I might never have a kind word written again. So I didn't have that made. We actually just stumbled upon that in a blissful moment of serendipitous joy. And so, yeah, I love the bag for sure. Yes. Yes. Hi.
So obviously every team is special, and we embrace it and say and love them because they are our own. But what is your favorite thing about this year?
This team, it was really fun. So we just, I think I shared this somewhere publicly maybe, but we were off yesterday. We have to have 12 mandatory days off in this 42-day period, and so we just had. But the day before yesterday, we had a really, really hard practice, and it was incredibly competitive. And so we're always looking for things to put on the line to even make it more competitive. And so what we did was we were doing an underneath out of bounds game, blue versus white versus scout. And So it just came to me that this was the time to do it. So the penalty for the losing team, either blue or white, was going to be that they, not the managers, had to do the laundry after practice, which is an ordeal. That's a 3-hour process. And it was going to be really good for our guys. And so just at the end of our scout film, our prep film for today, we showed the video of when Willis Mackey, who's one of our GAs, who's an unbelievable player and a great human being, going to be a superstar coach, actually found a mismatch and made a quick against Colin Chandler. I'm sorry, Colin, I'm throwing you under the bus. And the gym went crazy. I had Coach McLean, running around in circles like Jim Valvano looking for someone to hug. And I had managers jumping up and down and crying and laughing and celebrating. And all of that comes back to the beautiful competitive nature of this team. This team has a competitive nature. We have to foster it. We got to grow it. We got to cultivate it. But the heart of this team is to want to go compete. We have a little bit of grittiness to ourselves, and so if we can continue growing that throughout the season, that's what this team is going to be remembered for. Is this team just loves to walk in the gym, compete. It makes practice so much fun. It's really beautiful. So I'll tell you the truth. You guys can hold white accountable. So the white team lost. They had to do the laundry. And then one of our, so they started to go do the laundry, but one of their teammates stayed after for like 2 hours shooting, semi on purpose. And so, unbeknownst to me, our managers bailed them out. So that's why we showed the video, because on Friday there's going to be a big payday. There's going to be a big payday. Like a -7. Did I tell you guys about this? So this JQ is just crushing me in chess. It's like I've just lost all pride, and so. Can I talk about the CBS thing, or am I allowed to do this? So CBS came and wanted to do a special on the chess. I think UK Sports Network did a super cool deal on it, and CBS picked it up. So they came, they wanted to video me and JQ playing chess. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. So it was me and Colin Chandler, 2 boards, JQ on the other side of the table, and he had to go from board to board to board to board, alternating every move. And he was on a 2-minute timer. Colin and I had a composite 9 hours. True story. And one of us on my side was out in checkmate in like 11 moves. Fortunately, enough damage had been done on the other board that we came away with a split with JQ. But this chess thing has been really humbling. Anybody have some chess insights or secrets? I would love them. Maybe what I'm going to do is start a game with JQ. I'm going to post each move and see if I can get feedback from BBN to help me along the way. Yeah.
Both just got me in trouble. My grandson wants to give me a haircut like yours.
Yeah, hey, done deal. Let's go. If I can do both of you. It's a lot of pressure. This is a pressure-filled room right here. Nobody gets out alive. Yes. Yeah.
Adam, you talked about in your film breakdown about not wanting to be getting guys really
Yeah.
kind of wanting to build that. And I think you were talking about some things you're doing, but I think for a lot of coaches out there, we first hear our team and we just want to go.
Yeah.
We just want to teach you, coach them up. We don't want to interfere with the go. And
Yeah.
I want to know how you're managing those drill, and also just like how do we build the unity? How do we get guys on the same page?
Yeah, I wish there was a specific answer. I mean, as a general philosophy, I'm a little bit non-traditional in that I'll show the guys the big picture like live early so they can have some context and then go back and do breakdowns and kind of go back and forth and back and forth. So I do that a lot. And we've found ways to find, in the simplest things, like we finished a practice the other day doing a high school or like a 6th grade summer camp relay, trying to win. So even in silly drills like that, we can we can build camaraderie. But it's like a cocktail. I don't think it's a science. I think it's super artistic, just taking in as much data as you can and trying to find a feel and listen to your guys the best you can and get it as right as you possibly can.
I think the adults in the room could probably ask questions all day.
Yeah.
I guess the kids are ready to watch the basketball.
Let's go. Awesome.
So, if everybody could go in through the visiting team tunnel and sit in the stands behind the two team benches, that's your area to hang out and watch practice.
Hey, I want to thank you guys all for coming, sincerely. And families, again, I'll say it for the third time. I'm incredibly grateful for the sacrifices you make so that we can do this whole thing. Thanks, guys.